Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to click on this video today. So like the title says, I'm just wanting to share some knowledge of products that I absolutely love, my top 5 bookish accessories of sorts that I cannot live without. There are so many like bookish items, I guess, on the market, and I just think these ones are the best of its kind. A couple of these things are like, you want this specific item, and some are just kind of like a little more general, but I'm happy to share the brands and businesses that I purchase them from. So let's get started. So the first thing that I absolutely could not live without is a little more general, but I specifically like this one. It's a book light that clips onto your book and it has a light. This is so handy for when if you have a partner and you're in bed. I mean, I personally don't have a like side table light. So my bedroom, either all the lights are on, the big lights, or none of the lights are on. And sometimes my husband's ready to go to sleep and I'm not, so I want to read, and this book light comes in so handy. One of my favorite features is that it actually has like a dimmer, so you can kind of decide how bright you want the light to be. It's little LED bulbs, so it doesn't really burn out. And I've had this for over 2 years, and I just changed the batteries for the first time, and I use this constantly. It takes 3 AAA batteries. So the brand that this one is from is called If, Book Lovers by If. I can definitely link it for you down below. This is just something that I absolutely love. I believe I actually bought this at the airport. I use these constantly in bed, but also sometimes if I'm working a night flight or like a red eye, I try to be reading something on my Kindle. That way I don't have to turn on big galley lights and disturb my coworkers or passengers. But if I'm reading a physical book that I just can't put down, this is so handy. And I'm definitely going to be using this tomorrow on my flight over to Seattle when I'm reading Stephen King's new book. The next thing that I could not live without is my Kindle case. And I know people have a lot of opinions on what they like to do with their Kindles. A lot of people are doing like the clear back and then putting like stickers and stuff under with like a pop socket. But it looks cute, but that's not my vibe. I'm here for function. And this is the greatest Kindle case. I've had it for, well, I got this Kindle last summer, and I had it for my Kindle before that I've had for like 5 years. So I've been using this exact same type of case forever. The brand is called RS Aquar. I got it off of Amazon, and it comes in tons of colors: purple, mint green, orange, pale blue, pink, yellow, and then there's a few with like patterns, and like it's reasonably priced. It's only about $24, and let me show you why I love it so much. So obviously it's great, it's pretty slim, and it definitely protects my Kindle. I've never had an issue with it like being damaged in any way, and I'm rough on my Kindle. I use this every day. So inside, you know, it definitely keeps your Kindle nice and snug. There is a little hugs it kinda, if that makes sense. So on the back side here though, you could put like a card of some kind in here, like maybe a, like if lost like phone number or something, but it has a strap for your hand. So it makes it so easy to hold when you're just like hanging out. It does serve the same purpose as the pop socket, but it's just your Kindle is more protected. I really enjoy this. Another thing is that this has a stand, so it can stand up by itself, and I find that to be so handy when I am at work, and if I'm like in the galley eating my lunch standing up, it is so handy that I don't have to like try to hold my book at the same time, because it could get tricky, honestly, and it's just really handy if I'm even just as a passenger on a plane or just sitting around my house. I can just prop it up and just tap, 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 tap to change pages, easy peasy. And that is just why I really enjoy this Kindle. I think it's like so easy to hold, and I mean, this is not like a thing it says it does, like it's, but like advertised to do, but I've definitely been known to like hold it like this too. So like a sort of same vibes as the elastic band for your hand on the other side. So that is absolutely my favorite Kindle case that I highly recommend. And I do believe it's available for all different kinds of Kindles. The next item that I couldn't live without is a little more broad, a little more general, but that is book sleeves. I never thought this would serve a purpose. I did not think that I would need this, but I use them every time I go anywhere with a book, which is basically everywhere I go. So I have several that I really like. I have this one from Emily Cromwell Designs. It's open at the top and it just holds your book so it doesn't get damaged if you put it in a bag or a purse or whatever. If you're leaving the house and you don't want your book to be damaged in your bag, this is what it's for. I have a couple other ones. I have, this is got cute little Taylor Swifts on it, and this is from Novel Stitches on Instagram. I will also link her down below. And this one is a great size. I can put 2 books in it. I have 2 in here. And I just don't feel like it's bulky. For my hardcovers, I use this one. This is also Taylor Swift themed. It's Lover themed. But I have currently Stephen King's new book in here, so you know that's a thick one. And it fits just fine. This is by Grace by Shan, who I've actually done like a collaboration with before, and she is just a treasure, and her stuff is so good. I have several others. There's 2 here, but I have other parts of my house, and they're just so handy. If you don't like this style, they also have ones that can like zip or Velcro at the top, and there are some that have like pockets on the front, so like definitely, you know, see what you like. I can definitely vouch for these being really, really well made and durable. But if you want something else, if you want it to be like shut, make sure it doesn't get wet at all or anything, definitely check out other brands. I'll double check and see maybe if these companies have ones that zip, but I don't think so. But yeah, I could not leave my house without a book sleeve because I'm just, I don't know, I'm a big purse girl, so I like throw stuff in there constantly, and it's inevitable that something would be making a mess in there. But my books are always protected. Okay, this next one is a product that I used to have, and I think I like let someone borrow it and never got it back. So bear with me because these are gonna be like stock photos. The one that I used to have was the Superior Essentials Book Weight. I will link this down below, like I said, and this is just, it seems really stupid, but it's so handy, and I'll tell you exactly when I tend to use it. So this just, like it says, is a weight that holds your book open, and it can hold, I don't know how heavy the magnets are, or the weights, but they definitely are heavy enough that like it can hold even like a pretty new paperback open, and this is so handy. I'm a millennial, so like I need to be entertained at all times, and I use this when I blow dry my hair because it holds my book open so I can be doing my thing with the blow dryer and still reading my book at the same time. At this point, I'm using like a claw clip trying to keep my book open, but this is a much better idea and way less potentially damaging to your book. But it's just so handy. I mean, even if you're just like sitting and your book is really stiff, I mean, this is probably me being lazy, but sometimes when I'm reading a hardcover, my hand cramps from if I'm holding it in one hand. I know, it's kind of lazy, but if I'm like have it resting on like a table next to me or something, I can use that paperweight and easy peasy, like it just holds my book open so I don't need to have a cramp in my hand. Again, this comes in a variety of colors, and I just find it to be so useful anytime I am like blow drying my hair or just being lazy and don't want to hold my book open with my hands. And the last of the 5 items that I cannot live without is my book bean. This is something that I've had for probably 4 years, and I use it literally every day. I mean, if I'm sitting on the couch, I'm using it. So this is something that goes around your waist, like the curved edge curves around your body, and it holds up your elbows so you can hold your book more easily. I'm all for comfort, obviously. So if you're leaning back and you're holding up your book, it's also, you can set your book on it, and it is just like way easier than trying to like either bend over so your neck hurts or having to hold it up in front of your face with your arms. I really sound like I'm very lazy with these things, but hey, if it makes life a little easier, then like I say it's worth it. These book beans are, I'm sure there are some that are available elsewhere, but this is from the company Bookbo, and they, I think, were like the original ones to make this. I'm sure you can find a bean-shaped pillow more than one place, but I definitely can vouch for them. I have had this forever, and the cover has a zipper. You can machine wash it, and like we've definitely done that. My husband actually got one shortly after I got one because he kept taking it, and he doesn't like read a lot, but he plays video games, so it's definitely a crowd pleaser. It's nice sometimes if I'm eating dinner on the couch, I can like plop my plate up on it. Like truly has so many uses, but this is something that I have used every single day for years, and I cannot recommend enough. It will change your life. So those are my top 5 bookish essentials that aren't books. I hope you liked this video. I hope that this helped you if there's any like bookish need you needed filled. If I'm missing something really cool, please tell me. I'm always open for new bookish items that I didn't know I needed. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I would love it if you would, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!